my job to inspect what I expect from a woman's expectations.
We right here on your labor of love. I think you're getting a little inspired, you know, because you got lyrics for days. You're very creative and you're honest. And you said it started early. You got your first deal at 17.
15.
15. With
Ariella BMG.
Yeah. So what was that like at 15, jumping into this game so early?
I never even looked at it as, I just knew I just wanted to sing, and I just knew I just wanted to do music. And I was just a born athlete too. Like, I was born as an athlete, so that's all I really cared about, sports and music. And so my mother made me become somewhat of a scholar, you know what I'm saying? Because I never really cared about school, but if I didn't, I was going to get busted in the head with a frying pan or something. So that was something that I had to do. So it was a good trade-off, you know. And my mother was very supportive of, you know, she had me on stage when I was 5 years old. So I just became really, really good at music, just listening to music, understanding music. But I started to see how people react to music. Like, you know, seeing Michael Jackson perform at Wembley Stadium when I was really young. Seeing people crying and falling out and really just going nuts over his music.
Yeah.
Sort of taught me how people react to the emotion of music. Not even necessarily, there's different tiers, you know what I'm saying? There's the sound of it, but there's also the emotion of it. And so I think as a kid, as a man, I always had the balance of being really a strong man, but also being a very emotionally conscious man.
So who were some of your artists you loved growing up? Like, who inspired you?
One of them, I'll say from an urban perspective, Pt.3 was probably the most inspirational, because I always been very hard-headed, and like, you know, hard-headed in the way of like, if everybody's going left, I'm probably going to go right, because I feel like there's probably something over here on the right that needs to be sought after. So I felt like it was really cool that Pt.3 sort of took this sound of music and created their own. So, like, you could play Poison right now and everybody's going bonkers. You know what I'm saying? Like, it was an emotion.
It's a classic.
It's so classic. But then When Will I See You Smile Again? Or, you know, they hit you really, really hard, but they also was very soft. And they were just like I'm dressed right now. You know what I'm saying? Like, just regular, like just enjoying life. And to me, that's what music is supposed to make you feel like. But I was inspired by them. I was inspired by, of course, Michael Jackson and Marvin Gaye and Smokey Robinson. Lionel Richie, you know, was probably the greatest songwriter in my mind, because, again, here's a guy who sort of like didn't have his first Grammy-nominated album until he's like 38 years old. Right. You know what I'm saying? And so, like, he sort of lived this, came up in the Commodores, you know what I'm saying? Everything that he was not supposed to be wound up in, you know, co-writing We Are the World, you know, Endless Love, you know, records that really meant something to a nation. Right. You know what I'm saying? And that's inspiring. Those are the type of people because those are people that doesn't necessarily fit into a mold. Like, Lionel Richie you know what I'm saying? He don't fit into that quote-unquote sex symbol mold, but he's a joyous being, you know what I'm saying? And he's not obvious. I don't like things that are obvious.
What do you think the state of music is right now?
Great. It's in a good place right now, because we're on the brink of astronomical numbers. I feel like the kids that are in music today sort of really, they're very smart. They're very smart. Like, I think it's very disrespectful for, you know, the older generation to feel like the music that they're doing is clownish, or it makes no sense, because it's not fair. If you go back and you look at, you know what I'm saying, the 70s, some of them haircuts were just totally like, you know what I'm saying? But that was everybody has a way.
Sugar Hill Gang and all of those.
Yeah, everybody has their own. You have to embrace a culture to live in a culture, or you have to embrace a culture to be a part of a culture. You know what I'm saying? So, I embrace what's new. I embrace change. You know, it may not necessarily. You know, some of the words that may come out of some of the kids' mouth, I may not necessarily like for my kid to speak like that, but it was the same language that when we were kids. You know what I'm saying? It's just that you have to be able to define the difference. Like Biggie and Pac was some of the most incredible, not even hip hop, they were some of the most incredible music makers. You know, Pac spoke volumes of knowledge, and he was just a, I don't know, I was watching his story the other day. He was just something phenomenal. And so was Big. But that doesn't make, that's because in the culture sort of embrace that. But, you know, you have Roscoe Dash, you have Drake, you have Lil Wayne, you got Nicki Minaj, you have a new generation of people who sort of like do things their way, speak from their perspective. So I respect it. You gotta respect what's
So would
going
you
on.
put yourself with this new generation of music?
Oh, absolutely. Like my music is this generation. You know, from the Chris Brown to the, you know, everything. You know, from Fergie to.
But you work with lots of legends as well.
Yeah, and I mean, I think that's really what it is. We're supposed to learn from each other. We're supposed to give back to what, you know, like if I was to do a record for Lionel Richie, or I'm working with Mary J. Blige right now, so my job is to make sure Mary is definitely respected by the generation, respected in the clubs, respected in the streets, based on the music that we give her. You know what I'm saying? Like Mary's like, I don't know what, almost 40 or 40 something, whatever, but she's still so necessary. You know what I'm saying? So many women that look up to Mary as far as a, you know, mentor, how to carry yourself. You know, Mary's been carrying herself properly for years.
Yeah,
You know what I'm
definitely.
saying? She always looks beautiful, special. She's a diamond. You never lose touch of that. You know what I'm saying? So, even though she's classic material, I mean, we're supposed to be still learning from that.
Right.
You know what I'm saying? And support that and embrace that and let that queen shine.
So currently you are working on?
Currently I'm working on Rihanna, my man CJ Holland, who's a brand new artist. Is going to be really, really big. I'm working on Chris Brown, working on
Wow.
Mary J. Blige. And really I'm really coming back nuts. Because I think some people have forgot. So, just
Alter ego.
Yeah, I'm just working on everything. And you know what? It's a lot of great new producers too that I really like. That I feel like are really, really cold. And
Like who?
well, the business are some very underrated producers who I really, really love working with. They keep a very a very honest sound. Like my man Henny plays keys unlike anybody I know in music. I just love and appreciate that emotion that he sort of continues to bring, and it's always so like consistent. You know what I'm saying? It's always consistent. I like working with Hit Boy. Hit Boy is my homie. You know what I'm saying? Like he's a genius. I like working with.
You also work with Swizz Beatz. You
Yeah,
guys
Swizz
partner up on.
Yeah, we did quite a few joints on B-Day. You know, Chandra Bangladesh is one of my, you know, that's my brother. You know what I'm saying?
As well as Polo the Don.
Polo, yeah. It's just so many different
You're all over the place,
different
Sean.
artists that like.
You're all over the place. It's good stuff, though. So, it's 2011.
Mm-hmm.
What's going to be going on in 2012?
Madness. I promise you. I'm going to die. Yo, I'm going to die trying in 2012. Like, I'm going harder than I ever went before. You know, I'm just going to strip down to the core of me You know what I'm saying? I'm just gonna do my best to just try to supersede all expectations of myself. I'm gonna push myself to either I'm gonna live great or die trying.
Die trying. Sean, tell us where we can reach you on Twitter, Facebook, and all that good stuff.
Yo, follow me on my Twitter at I am Sean Garrett. Go to my webpage, SeanGarrettMusic.com, and all the other stuff. My viral game. I'm trying to get out, but hit me on that Twitter. Go to my webpage. You can definitely find me, and just look for me. I got a new TV show coming. That's gonna be really funny.
Now adding actor to the resume.
Yeah. I mean, that's what we supposed to do. Like,
sure.
we supposed to just live and let live. And I just want to thank all of the fans who've been so supportive of my career, and all the fans who continue to like write me and embrace my music, embrace what I'm doing, continue to like encourage me to be strong in this world that we in. Shout out to my man Kanye and Jay-Z for that magnificent single they just put out called Otis. Like, I really respect
that.
I really respect the just the idea of trying something that's different. You could find the beauty in that record, or you could say it's really simple. It just depends on your perspective. But Kanye, by the way, is one of my favorite producers. My man, No ID, he's real foolish with it. I like him. I've been knowing, and the thing is, a lot of these producers I've been knowing for a long time, and we all came up together. We all like been grinding for quite a few years now. You know what I'm saying? So it's always good to see when one of us gets a #1, or shout out to my man Neo too. Like, me and Neo gonna do a record together, and like, a lot of people feel like that. Why y'all never work together? But it's not like we don't like each other or nothing like that. It's just you be working so hard on what it is that you're doing, and they working on what they're doing. You know what I'm saying? You just
don't have a chance to always cross paths.
Yeah, but it's a beautiful thing. Like, it's always something to do.
Yeah. You're a workaholic.
I mean, there ain't nothing else to do. It's like either work
love.
I'm loving.
I'm sure. Well, thank you so much, Sean. This has been an amazing interview. Give the viewers and your fans a chance to get a little more personal with you. And your music speaks for itself. It definitely speaks volume in love. So right now, Hot in the Streets, In the Box. Rick Ross featured on that.
Yep. Hot in the Streets right now. My new single, man, it's going crazy. New videos. They just told me today MTV just increased it to power rotations, doing really good. So people really like the video, and shout out to my man Colin Tilley, who's one of the most magnificent video directors of his time. He's only 22 years old, and I mean, his work is absolutely amazing. You look at my video, there ain't no green screen. You know what I'm saying? So he's amazing. And that's the thing. I just get a chance to work with some great people, and the more you live, the more you're gonna learn. I want to thank my staff too. Thank Janelle, who's my publicist. And she's like, I always give her hell. I don't never say thank you, and I love her. You know what I'm saying? So I just thank my whole team. You know what I'm saying, and people that's been supporting me. And thank you, Grit Magazine. What's up? It's your boy Sean Garrett, man, in that A-Town, in the studio, my house. You heard me? I'm doing things the way I want to do it. You better do things the way you need to do it. Stay up, man. Grit Magazine all day, every day. I love y'all. Chill. Like she like to call me babe.